Hi folks, and welcome to Mountain Talk here on WMMT. I'm your host, Parker Hobson. So every year since 1987, we here at Appalshop have put on a one-of-a-kind community festival of mountain music and art right here in Whitesburg that we call Seedtime on the Cumberland. This year's festival will be a special one. It'll be the 40th annual Seedtime Festival, and it'll run from Friday, June 5th through Sunday, June 7th here in downtown Whitesburg. The festival, as always, is absolutely free and will have a wide variety of live music, from old time to gospel to folk to rock and roll. We'll also be showcasing local crafters, visual artists, and vendors, and we'll also have special events, like a performance from the Higher Ground Theater Project from over in Harlan County, and the annual Seedtime Punk Show. And to celebrate Seedtime coming up, here on Mountain Talk this week, we thought we'd bring you some clips from the Appalshop Archive from just a few of our favorite Seedtime performances from over the years. Now, anytime you try to put a radio show like this together, you inevitably have to leave out some great stuff. We've put on this festival for 40 years now, and there have been so many amazing performances over the years, it's honestly hard to choose. But we'll start today with just a really unique clip, which features the one-of-a-kind magic of sibling harmony, featuring East Kentucky folk singer and tradition bearer Edna Ritchie, who was joined on stage by her sister, Edna Ritchie, at the 1994 Seedtime Festival.
Well, the Kentucky nightingale is a whittleding, or the wood thrush, so just call me the whittleding. I better hush, you might call me a ding-a-ling or something like that. Ed and I thought we'd start by singing one of the old ballads we used to sing on the front porch as a family. No accompaniment or anything, just sort of swinging back and forth in the swing and rocking in the rocking chairs, and boys sitting around on the steps and just watching the moon come up and lightning bugs and so on, and enjoying the evening. That's the way the families used to sing. Most of our songs tonight are just from the fireside and the front porch. They're not performances at all. They're just family music. So this is an old ballad we used to sing and enjoy in the family. It's called Jackaroo. Start. There was a silk merchant in London, he did dwell. He had one only daughter, the truth to you I'll tell. Oh, the truth to you I'll tell. Her sweethearts, they were plentiful, she courted both day and night, till all on Jackie Fraser she placed her heart's delight. Oh, she placed her heart's delight. When her parents saw him coming, they flew in an angry way. She gave him 40 shillings to bear him far away. Sing, oh, to bear him far away. He sailed all over the ocean, all over the deep blue sea, till safely he got landed in the wars of Germany. Oh, in the wars of Germany. She went down to the tailor shop, dressed in linen gray, and labored for the captain to bear her far away. Oh, to bear her far away. Your waist it is too slender, your fingers long and small, your cheeks too red and rosy to face a cannonball. Oh, to face a cannonball. It's true my waist is slender, my fingers long and small, but it would not change my countenance to see 10,000 fall. Oh, to see 10,000 fall. Kind sir, your name I'd like to know before on board you go. She smiled all in her countenance, they call me Jackaroo. call me Jackaroo. She sailed all over the ocean, all over the deep blue sea, till a safe like she got landed in the wars of Germany. Oh, in the wars of Germany. She went down to the battlefield, she viewed it up and down. There among the dead and wounded, her darling boy she found. Oh, her darling boy she found. She picked him up all in her arms and carried him to the town. And she called in a physician to cure up all his wounds. Oh, to cure up all his wounds. And now they're happily married, so well they did agree. And now they're happily married, so why not you and me? Oh, so why not you and me? See, when a big family breaks up and moves all over to different parts of the country, we live in about 7 or 8 different states, or have in the past, in 9 states. And so you sing by yourself instead of singing with the whole family, and you don't sing alike anymore. So we know a little bit different sets of words to everything now. But that makes it kind of fun. Tell us about the Manor Boy, Edna.
Where's the Manor Boy next?
Mhm.
All right. People used to ask me if I knew any songs about coal mining, and I didn't know one. I tried to think of some mining songs, and then I got to thinking when I was at the Pine Mountain Settlement School, just a few miles over the mountains, that I learned a song about the Manor Boy, and the girl that taught to me, his name was Charity Moses. I don't know whether anyone knows her, but she was about my age, so she'd probably be about my age now if she's still living.
You think she came from Harlan County?
Probably she came from Harlan. I'm not sure. I think she was from Harlan County, because that's where the school is, and a lot of the kids are from around there.
This chair is throwing me backwards. I'm trying to...
I'm sorry about my
Get up on the
voice.
edge
It
of
gets
it.
foggy. Get the foggy dew.
Oh, well, we're just apologizing all over the place here.
Well, that's all right. It's kind of like spitting.
Sorry, Phyllis. Okay, let's go on.
see.
This is a sweet little song. It's very gentle, and it sounds like it could have come from England or, overseas somewhere. Let me get that out of my way now. Okay.
But I forgot what it is now. I think. Oh, said the mother to her daughter, go bind you to your room. You shall not marry the miner boy, for surely he will be your doom. Then said the daughter to her mother, why are you so unkind? For I will marry no other than the one that suits my mind. His trousers are made of corduroy, his jacket is true blue, and I will marry no other, come rain or sunshine too. So fill up your glasses to the brim, we'll all go joining round. We'll drink a health to the miner boy who labors underneath the ground. Now let's all sing that last verse.
So fill your glasses to the brim. So fill your glasses to the brim.
We'll all go joining round. We'll drink a good health to the miner boy who labors underneath the ground.
to the brim. We'll all go joining round. We'll drink a good health to the miner boy who labors underneath the ground.
Thank you. That was nice.
Jean Ritchie and her sister Edna Ritchie at the 1994 Seedtime Festival. Up next, from right here in Letcher County, Morgan Sexton gained renown across the country as a master of traditional banjo playing, even going on to win a National Heritage Award. But he'd never actually performed in public until playing here at Seedtime at the age of 77 in 1988. And up next, we'll hear clips from that performance, his very first time playing on stage. Morgan was joined by his nephew Lee Sexton, who was a beloved local master of traditional music in his own right, and they were both introduced by former WMMT staffer Buck Maggard.
Okay, now they're set up here, and I'm real proud of these two boys right here. I'm going to call them boys. They said it was all right for me to do that. I'm older than they are. But I want to tell you, right here, we've got something on stage tonight, making his first appearance on the radio, or even in the public. And he hails from right here on Lime Fork in Letcher County. He's been one of the best kept secrets in the music world. He's an old coal miner, and he's a real personal friend of mine. I live about 6 miles from him right now, and was actually born in 3 miles of him. Known him all my life. And him and my father and my grandfather cut every log on Bull Creek back in the 1920s and 30s. He's also been a coal miner, a laborer, and one of the very best, really very best, old-time bluesy banjo pickers in the United States today. My friend and neighbor, Morgan Sexton, and one of his students, Lee.
Sally and Rain, let's sing some food sing.
pleasure for me to be out here with my uncle, especially playing music. This is something I never did think I'd see before. It's him playing on stage, but now he's here and he's purchasing a brand new banjo. This is all the uncle I have on my daddy's side. And he taught me to play the banjo. You'll be hearing me play this a little later on. I'm just helping him out with a fiddle here. And I think I'm going back right in here and stand and let him do some singing. And what about you getting the old banjo, Uncle Morgan, that I learned. I partly learned on this, and he taught me right here. This banjo is 60-year-old. When did you say?
I ordered it in 1928.
Yeah, well, it's
That's what Lee learned to play on.
Yeah. Okay, now, let me have you when you get this one right here. Now, he's going to play something for you. I'm going right back in here.
This banjo don't ring too loud. They may have to raise the volume on their speaker here so I can play it. And you're going to play a little birdie. I get over. Some of you may have heard it. Some may not never hear it. Playing around in the sand. I am baby boy and think myself a man. And where you been so long? I have had no loving since you've been gone. And makes you fly so high. My true love, she left me and lived up in the sky. Little birdie, and makes your wings so blue. I blew around this wide world and love no other but you. Little birdie, and sing to me your song. I'm sure and tired to be busy, a long time to be gone. I went to work, Tennessee, and standing on the rail. I on the run to the day, possum hauling tail.
Morgan Sexton at the 1988 Seedtime Festival. This year's Seedtime will take place just about a week before Juneteenth, which is the annual celebration of the emancipation of Black Americans from slavery. And at the 1997 Seedtime Festival, we heard a barn burner of a performance that included songs believed to date back to times of slavery. These tunes came from Piedmont Blues master and National Heritage Fellow John Jackson of Virginia. And up next, we'll hear John play the songs Can't Get a Letter from Home and The Devil He Wore a Hickory Shoe. After that, we'll hear from yet another National Heritage Fellow and a total legend in her own right, who was sitting right next to Jackson on the Seedtime stage that day, the incomparable blues guitarist Etta Baker of North Carolina.
Now this is the instrument I don't know nothing about. They told me it was a banjo, that's all I know. And people tell me I can play a banjo, but I ain't done know it, Dad. I thought I hit at it and missed it, and that's what I thought I'd do, yeah? Going up north, pull my britches off, dancing my long shirt tail. Hey, hey. Oh, oh, can't get a letter from home, Lord, Lord. Can't get a letter from home. Caused me to weep, caused me to moan, caused me to leave my happy home. Hey, hey, oh, oh, can't get a letter.
Going up north, going to pull my britches off, going to dance in my long shirt tail.
Yes, sir.
And your dad said that was from the slavery times?
Well, that's what they said it was, so I really don't know. Me and the man done left from down south, and he done gone up north while he could free, and he felt that he could dance and do whatever he wanted up all. That's what they said, man. I really don't know.
So this would have been from the slavery times when people were starting to leave on the Underground Railroad?
Yes, that's right.
And there was a song that your mother sang you that comes from slavery times too. What?
The devil was a hickory shoe.
Try a little of that.
Oh, the devil he was, hickory shoe, hickory shoe. Devil he was, a hickory shoe, hickory shoe. Devil he was, a hickory shoe. Happy don't want, gonna slip it on you. All of my friends have been taken away. I went down to the battle to pray, battle to pray. I went down to the battle to pray, battle to pray. Went down, battle to pray. My soul got weak and in the state all day. All of my friends have been taken away. devil he was, 3 lengths of chain, devil he was, 3 lengths of chain, devil he was, 3 lengths of chain, all 3 lengths in Jesus' name. All of my friends have been taken away. The devil he was, hickory chew, devil he was, hickory chew, devil he was, hickory chew. If you don't want on slipping on you, all of my friends have been taken away.
But you played the One Dime Blues on that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What was the other one you played on that?
The other piece was Railroad Bill.
There you go.
Etta Baker, and before that, John Jackson, at the 1997 Seedtime Festival. We're going to take a quick break here, but stay tuned for more Mountain Talk after the break. Welcome back to Mountain Talk here on WMMT. I'm your host, Parker Hobson. Today, in honor of Appalshop's 40th annual Seedtime on the Cumberland Festival, which is coming up next week from June 5th to the 7th here in Whitesburg, we're sharing here on Mountain Talk just a few of our favorite performances from previous Seedtime festivals over the years. Earlier, we heard from some of the real standard bearers of East Kentucky traditional music from previous generations, in Gene and Edna Ritchie and Morgan and Lee Sexton. Up next, we'll hear from two Kentucky artists who are carrying on the tradition into the present day, and in a totally unique way, the Local Honeys. The Local Honeys will be performing at this year's Seedtime on Saturday afternoon on the main stage. But up next, we'll hear some of their set from back when they played here at the 2016 Seedtime Festival. Here are the Local Honeys.
Let her in.
kiss in my boot and you tell me it's rain. You smell like money on land you reclaim. Top off that sludge pond, run black through our sinks. Heavy on the corn when we fill up our drinks. Dig out our coal, turn it into cash. Starve out our homelands, but keep your wallets fat. Shake down our houses with your big old drag lines and bury our families deep in them mines. Why not plant cigarette trees? They'd burn faster than you'd log these. Fill up them valleys, slurry them streams. But big old King Coal, don't you lose any sleep. Disgrace that big old mountain with your broad form deed. Kill animal and human, ever plan to herb. You can't help but leave the sky, we can still flip you the bird. What will we do with no mountains to climb? And you disappear when you shut down the mines. Pray God gives you mercy to the place you should dwell, that you don't burn like coal when you're sentenced to hell. Why not plant cigarette trees? They'd burn faster than you'd log these. Fill up them valleys, slurry them streams. But big old King Coal, don't you lose any sleep. Thank you. Thank you. Like we said, we write a lot of original music, and one of them that's my favorite, it's called The Baitable Bomber. And I'll let Montana tell you a little bit about The Baitable Bomber.
Well, I'm from a little town called Baitable in Lee County, Kentucky, and I'm not the Baitable Bomber. We'll make that clear before we get into the song. I had a neighbor named Frida, and she had lots of things said about her, kind of, you know how it is around your back, around town. You know, she had to do a lot of things to get by and to make a living, and she got a lot of things said about her. So I took the liberties to kind of write a song about Frida. It's called The Baitable Bomber.
1, 2, 3.
Lived up the road just a mile or two, kept her nose clean and the dirt off her shoes. Well, she never let on no secret she kept, like where she been while her husband slept. Now Frida, she knew what the people would say, but the people she knew didn't live with her pay. So she worked as a lady with her own free rights, keeping the company of a man by night. Oh, Frida, don't you worry, time will come when you don't hang your head at the deed you've done. Oh, Frida, hang on, just you wait for it. They'll call the house when the money hits. So she hit the door and she started the car. That old wreck didn't take her too far. Just a piece of the way she would surely find, and a lonely man with an absent wife. When she finally parked that coupe to Bill, she found herself in Beattyville. She told herself to take home, while the love she made her go off like a bomb. Oh, Frida, don't you worry, time will come when you don't hang your head at the deeds you've done. Oh, Frida, hang on, just you wait for it. They'll call the house when the money hits. show her man how much she's worth. She said, by God, I'll tell you, yeah.
What a woman will do for her own paycheck. Oh, Frida, don't you worry, time will come when you don't hang her head at the deed you've done. Oh, Frida, y'all, just you wait for it. They'll call the house when the money hits. They'll love for free when the money hits.
Well, thank y'all. Thank you. I don't know if Frida's heard that song yet.
Frida's alive and well.
But I found her on Facebook, didn't add her. Let that go, just let that go. But it's been played on the radio a couple times, and I'm just waiting for her to show up at the house one day.
The local honeys at the 2016 Seedtime Festival. They will be back for this year's Seedtime, and they'll be playing the main stage at the Appalshop Pavilion on Saturday, June 6th at 4 p.m. But Seedtime is more than just music. Storytelling and theater have long been an important part of the festival, going all the way back to performances here by the great Ray Hicks and Sheila K. Adams. This year, to continue that tradition, we're thrilled to be showcasing a performance from the Higher Ground Community Theater Project out of Harlan County, and that'll happen at 1:30 on Saturday afternoon. But up next, we'll hear one of those theater performances from Seedtime's past. From the 2014 festival, here's Angie DeBord of Scott County, Virginia.
What I'm going to do, I could go on and on, but I'm going to tell you a little short story, and it's a story I brought into this area from western North Carolina where I grew up. I grew up in a place called Toot Holler, and it was just a holler, and my granny and papa's house was at the mouth of the holler, and my aunts and uncles' houses were strung up and down the holler. And my granny would stand on the porch and she'd look up at the holler and she'd say, "You see that? Now right there is my string of pearls." And there's an old saying, the further up the holler you go, the meaner they get, and my house was the very last one. And in this story, this is to celebrate all the little children of Appalachia and all of our wondrous, wonderful life that we have living in this beautiful, beautiful mountains and so close to nature. And it's a story I grew up here and down in North Carolina near Bryson City. My granny told it to me. Once there was this little girl. Now she had to work. Do any of you have to work? No, you don't? Mm-hmm. All right, good. Well, this little girl, she had to work awful hard. Every day she had to go down to the spring with a bucket. Now, this was back if you wanted running water, you had to run and get it. So she'd run down to the spring and she'd take her bucket and she'd get that bucket full of good cold spring water and carry it back to the house. That was her job every day. One day she went down to the spring and she bent down and she dipped up a bucket of water and she looked in that bucket and she seen something she had never seen before. In that water bucket was a beautiful, I'm going to move this so you can see this. You ain't going to believe it, okay? In this water bucket, there was the most beautiful, beautiful fish. And in that fish was every color you could think of. And when that little fish would move, the colors would just change. And it was a wiggly fish too. But that little girl, she knew no matter how beautiful that fish was, she could not take it home in the water bucket. Her mommy would think it was nasty. Mommies is like that. So she tried to dump it out. She dumped it out. She went to dip up again. There it is again. She dumped it out. Dip, dump, dip, dump. Y'all help me. Dip, dump, dip, dump, dip, dump, dip, dump, dip, dump, dip, dump. Whoo! She gave up. She carried that bucket back up to the house, plumb full of water, fish, and all. Well, she took it in the kitchen. She poured it in a big old water barrel they had there. They kept all their water in it. And there was that little fish swimming round and round and round. And she turned to walk away, and when she did, she heard this curse splash. And she looked back, and that fish had jumped out of that water barrel and was following her across the floor like a little puppy dog. Just. Well, she knew that fish don't crawl along the floor like a puppy dog. So she caught it, and she put it back in the water barrel, and this time it stayed put. But the next day when she went, it jumped out of that water, followed her around the floor for a half an hour. The next day, an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, got to where the fish would stay out of the water barrel as long as the sunball was up in the sky. But when the sun had set, boing, you heard that before, ain't you, when it says boing? When the sun, thank you. Boing. So when the sun would bounce a few times and set finally, that fish would jump back in the water barrel, spend the night swimming around. But then it got to where it wouldn't do that. Of an evening when she'd go upstairs to bed, that little old fish would jump up into the sleeping loft, jump up behind her, and get up on the bed and sleep beside her. And that little girl and that fish, they got to be real close. They got to where they did everything together. They'd play dress up. Then, she'd go down to the creek and go swimming. But that fish wouldn't go with her. Honey. That fish sat up on the bank with its sun lotion on, and its sunglasses, and waited while she swam around. And then it'd follow her back up to the house. Well, time went on. And the little girl got bigger and bigger and bigger, as little girls will do. And it got time for her to start school the very first day. So she set out. She was going to school, and what they didn't have big yellow school buses back then that come and pick you up. Nope, they didn't. You walked through the woods everywhere you went, and you went to a little one schoolhouse out in the woods. So she started out walking through the woods, and her fish started out right behind her. She stopped. She said, "Oh, I can't take no fish to school. Well, they'd have to have a little fish desk. Well, fish sandwich." Ooh, don't say fish sandwich. Don't say that. So she shoot it back in the house. Said, "Shoot, get back in the house, shoot." Y'all ever shoot anything? Come on, help me shoot. Shoot, shoot, get back in there, shoot, 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 shoot. Keep going. So that little fish went back in the house, and the old girl slammed the door and she locked it. But that fish found a window that was open about that big, wiggled through that window and wiggled down behind her to school. Long way, long the way, long the way, going to school. School of fish, full of fish, going to school. But the little girl didn't know that fish was back there. Well, she come to a foot log. Now, a foot log, some of you know, some of you might not know, but a log, a tree will fall over a raven, like where water's down in the ravine, where water goes, and you walk across that log, the tree, to get to the other side, and it can be slick. It can be really slick, so you got to be like dum da 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 ya da. Okay, you get to the other side. Well, the little girl done that. She got to the other side, carried on, and that fish come to that slick log. Whoa. Fish slipped off that log, fell down into the creek below, and that fish had been out of the water so long that it drowned. But right where that little fish went under the water, great big rays of color shot up in the sky and made great big arch. And back where I growed up, there's people to this day, I hope, still say that's where the first rainbow ever come from a pretty little fish. The end.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Angie DeBord at the 2014 Seedtime Festival. Up next, we have two clips that show that for a powerful musical performance, sometimes there are no instruments required. First, we'll hear the great ballad singer, tradition bearer, UMWA organizer, and just one-of-a-kind character, Nimrod Workman, singing with his wife, Molly Workman, at the 1989 Seedtime Festival. And after that, we'll hear gospel singer Ethel Caffie-Austin of West Virginia at the 1991 festival. As a quick note, the Nimrod and Molly performance you'll hear first was right around the time of the Pittston coal strike in Southwest Virginia, so you'll hear Nimrod mention that before the song.
I feel it's good to be here today. I see some old friends back there. There's a guy calling on and his wife, and people over at the Appalshop. You know, I enjoy being here. A lot of people that I know and hear a whole lot of things that I'm not really acquainted with, you know, right off in the reel. The people up here in Virginia, somewhere where they're having that strike, tell me they're kind of having a hard time. I heard about it today a little more. We want to get up there and give them a hand or give them a little pull, push the thing through. You know, without the union, coal mining and the coal miners were poor. Took a great thing to get it. I know because I was there, Hope get it. I know there come a time we had to get it, and we'd better help the young people keep it. Make more for the children.
Talk about that.
I got to find out here selling these records here. I never asked him what the price of them was now, but I don't care.
Passing through the garden.
This is so you hang them up and buy one of them, passing through the garden. Somebody's got them here. And there's a lot of good songs in that, a lot of good stories in that about the coal mining. I don't never sell them, but look to him and buy some from him. Him or a guy Kyle on over here, he has them, I think. Just hunt up there, they'll sell you one. I am a traveling creature while traveling through this land. Today I am a warning to women and to men. Oh, mother, come and hold my head. Oh, mother, hold up my dying head. For death has laid its hands on me. I ask this weeping woman if she ever tried to pray. I said I did this morning, and the Spirit says too late. Oh, mother, come and hold my head. Oh, mother, hold up my dying head, for death has laid its hands on me. You find that in that record right here. Guy Kyle, one of these people sells them. You'll find that in many more gospel songs that I have wrote, and you'll find a lot of good ones. You ought to buy one from them.
I'm going to do one more that I thought about. I remember going to coal camp churches, and I remember the company store. We had a company store. I think, in fact, in Mount Hope, they're getting ready to change the company store into a church. There are so many senior citizens. I saw one of my classmates that I hadn't seen since high school, and we're not going to tell you how many years that was. But I was talking about we only had 2 red lights in Mount Hope, and eventually they got rid of one, and now I think there are no red lights in Mount Hope. Those used to be our landmarks. But I remember going to a place called Slab Fort, West Virginia, and they had a shape note group, the people who used to sing do, re, mi, fa, and they would put all of the notes together, and then they would sing without any music the shape notes. They'd sing the fa, sol, la, mi, ta. And some people still do that, and I'm trying to learn it. I haven't learned it well enough to really do it. But I remember a song that they used to sing, and I know you remember it, and it's just a universal song. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. Nor pain nor death can enter there. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on, traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. Its glittering towers, the sun outshine. I feel like traveling on. That heavenly mansion shall be mine. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. Yes, I feel like traveling on. The Lord has been so good to me. I feel like traveling on until that blessed home I see. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. Give yourself another good hand.
Ethel Caffie-Austin of West Virginia at the 1991 Seedtime Festival. And before that, we heard Nimrod and Molly Workman at the 1989 Seedtime Festival. We're just about to the end of our show here, and we'll close out with the local band Rich and the Pofolk. Rich Kirby, he of the Pofolk, has been a major force behind Seedtime over the years as an organizer, instigator, and a performer. Here are Rich and the Pofolk, featuring Letcher County's own Nate Polly on vocals at the 2014 Seedtime Festival.
I pulled my time in Vietnam, I got wounded for the nation. Now my lungs are shot to hell, I can't get no compensation. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. Oh, the politicians in this town, nothing short of rotten. They buy their jobs with fancy words, sell us out for cotton. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. I'm gonna go to work on Monday one more time, one more time. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. Oh, the last time I was on the job, well, I thought my lungs were broken. Like steel bands around my chest, could not breathe for choking. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. Oh, the bosses say that I can't work, they say that I can't take it. But I can't live without a job, somehow I've got to make it. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. I'm gonna go to work on Monday one more time, one more time. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. Well, the doctor says I smoke too much, says that I ain't trying. He says he don't know what I got, but we both know that he's lying. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. Well, now I sit on my front porch just like a man forgotten. Head filled with empty words, my lungs all filled with cotton. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. I'm gonna go to work on Monday one more time, one more time. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. I'm gonna go to work on Monday one more time, one more time. Gonna go to work on Monday one more time. Thank you.
Rich and the Po Folk at the 2014 Seedtime Festival. And that's it for our show today, where we've shared some memorable performances from Seedtime's past. Again, this year's Seedtime on the Cumberland Festival will run from June 5th through the 7th here in Whitesburg, and we'll have live performances by the local Honeys, Bonnie Prince Billy, the Higher Ground Theater Project from Harlan County, and much more. For a full lineup, you can check out appalshop.org. And as a final note, the performances you heard in today's show come from the Appalshop Archive, and you can hear many of these concerts in full by checking out appalshoparchive.org. Thanks so much for being with us on Mountain Talk today, and we'll see you at Seedtime. For WMMT, I'm Parker Hobson.